So I've looked online for like the top earning Instagram influencers of 2022. 21, sorry. So the list goes Cristiano Ronaldo, Dwayne Johnson, Ariana Grande, Kylie Jenner.
Come on, man, you're supposed to give those no suspense. I thought it was
sorry.
gonna be like, ooh, who's number one?
Can you put some like suspense music before that?
Should we guess who we think they are?
I'm surprised Ronaldo's number one, actually.
But I want you to try and guess at what.
I don't know why I'm surprised, but I think maybe that. I suppose he's got worldwide appeal, hasn't he? I'm thinking like North America's a big market. And he's probably not going to be.
You want a better into this section, don't you? Because this is going to be a clip. So do you want to start this section again?
No, I think it's fine. It's fine who they are. What I want to see is like if you can guess how much a post costs, just one individual post by these by these people, and that's the reason I've said it's Cristiano Ronaldo. So like,
do the list again then. Top 10.
Right. So you want me to tell you the top 10?
Yeah, go on.
All right. So in 10th place, it's Kendall Jenner.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what that is? Yeah.
I've heard the name. I don't actually know. What.
The lesser known of the Jenner daughters.
Skip. I don't know really.
Justin Bieber is in 9th place. Mm-hmm. Then you've got Beyonce.
Okay.
Do you know that?
Yeah, no, Beyonce.
Yeah. 7th place, you got Messi.
Interesting, because he's not the most.
I would have even thought he'd been in that list somehow.
Yeah.
6th place, you've got Kim Kardashian. Do you know what that is?
I know it is. I don't know why anyone would follow that. Well,
5th place, Selena Gomez, which I think is a bit of a curveball.
She's a singer,
right nowadays. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Maybe she was just like the perfect age for when Instagram first like popped. Do you know what I mean?
So she's got the followers now, like.
Yeah, like she's been there from day dot.
Yeah.
Remember Ashton Kutcher used to just be like the most followed person on Twitter because he was on it so early. He was like the first person to 1 million followers.
He's like a mad entrepreneur as well now, isn't he? I think he is.
He's still married to Demi Moore. Was that him?
He's with
G.I. Jane.
You can't joke about that now.
You get slapped. No, Ashton Kutcher's married to the girl that he were in That 70s Show with. What's she called? Mila Kunis.
Oh, nice.
All right. He was married to Demi Moore, wasn't he? Or it was? I thought it just slipped into an alternate reality.
All right, 4th place, Kylie Jenner.
Yeah, I thought she would actually be higher, to be honest. I'm surprised she's not number one.
3rd place, Ariana Grande. 2nd place, The Rock. And then 1st place, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Wow. So I've got a question. Would it be the closer you are to the top, the more you would charge? Because I would think there's some people lower down that list that charge more money than people at the top of that list, in my opinion. Yeah. I would say Kim Kardashian probably charges more for a post than, say, Cristiano Ronaldo would. That would be my guess.
I don't know. Do we have figures on that?
We do have figures.
So
I've got no idea.
So this is to do a single post on their grid.
Yeah. So
it's not story.
So Kim Kardashian, and this is reported in the influencer market.
Should we guess? I'm going to go $2 million would be her.
I couldn't even guess. Just because I know Mike knows business, I'm going to say about
I might
1.5 million.
I reckon in fact, go on. Let's go on.
You both went a bit too high.
All right.
So for one post,
$250,000.
They reckon it's between $470,000 and $700,000.
That's absolutely obscene for one single Instagram post. Yeah. How many followers does the top person on that list actually have?
420
I'd love to see her try and put a sock over her cock.
But this goes back to when you talk about regulation and things like that. So for this one post that they're actually talking about in this article, she's doing it for it looks like a multivitamin, like a vegan women's multivitamin gummies, and she's just put #ad, which is.
That's the problem.
Yeah, that's what they have to do now, don't they?
Yeah, but you actually have to do more than that. I told you about this before. You have to declare it in the Instagram. Does it say at the top of the post "sponsored by"?
No, it doesn't say in
so
partnership.
She's breaking the law. Then
it doesn't say in paid partnership with.
And there's no ramifications. It's the same
no one
on
likes
YouTube.
the grass. Come on, Beard.
No, I'm not having it, man. You abide by the law.
It's better than Selena Gomez. She didn't even put that in. She just posted it.
But it makes you wonder sometimes, like, if they're wearing the clothes of a brand, but it's not sponsored, then people might think, oh, is this sponsored as well? Like, do you know what I mean? When you're saying she's breaking the law by not putting that thing, how do we know that Selena Gomez post where she's holding that handbag like that isn't just her holding that handbag like that she's actually bought? Do you know what I mean?
Don't believe everything you see on the internet. That's the problem, isn't it?
I think you would like to believe that people are wise enough to think, well, if somebody's just posing with a handbag or some brand of clothing, they're probably being paid for it.
Yeah, but equally,
you would think, right? But I don't think people are. Don't have that common sense.
So, I mean, forget Cristiano Ronaldo because, like, he's at the top.
What does he charge? I'd just like to know that, by the way.
They're saying that he charges between $700,000 and $1 million for one Instagram post.
On the Ronaldo thing, right? This is I think he's I'm the not to get into a deep dive football conversation, but I think he's the best player in the world, right? Well, I was at the whole kind of Messi Ronaldo peak thing, and I looked like the whole like work ethic thing, first in training and all that stuff. And the one time I lost a little bit of respect for him, quite a lot actually, was
Please don't say what I think you're going to say. When he was accused of the rape thing. Oh, so it wasn't that.
Was
something else?
I don't even know that had happened.
So maybe the 2 times. We'll say 2 times.
There were 2 times. No, when he's worse, I think. No, I can't say worse than that. But he started selling. Have you ever seen those? Been around years. Those kind of belts you wear around your abs, and you turn them on. They give you like an electric shock.
Yeah.
It's supposed to give you a 6-pack. I thought, come off it, mate. Like, how much money are you earning a week? And that's when I lose. When I know he knows enough about the human body,
and you definitely don't use that belt.
You definitely don't use it. You know it doesn't work. And yet people are going to pay for it because they like you, and that's what I hate about it.
Suzuki, is it Suzuki Swift? He's done stuff for
that
them.
Car when he's driving around in his fucking like Maserati or whatever it is.
You don't drive that car.
Well, this is a funny one because the one that they're actually giving an example of here. So he's 420 million followers. He's sponsored by a shampoo by Clear, and in the caption, it helps him keep a clear head, which helps him stay on top of his game.
Yeah,
shampoo does that.
Shampoo, yeah. So he's the best player in the world because he's got a good shampoo.
I was just thinking about switching my shampoo actually.
So shampoo by Clear,
coming out of retirement.
Yeah.
Any sides out there looking for
just
player.
in time for the World Cup.
I like this one though. The second most expensive one is Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Yeah.
So he charges between $500,000 and $850,000, and he's peddling water, Voss water. That's mad, that, innit? It's like Peckham Springs. You ever seen that on
Let's go, but it's green. Classic.
What's going on?
I don't. But like, if he uses it, and he's not making false statements in there, I'm not that bothered about that. I'm just blown away by how obscene the money is there. What, 800 grand?
Yeah.
To put a post on Instagram. So you're not even doing any work there, really, are you? It's not like you're making.
So here's a question: would you have done that zombie game ad for 800 grand?
800 grand?
Yeah.
Fucking right, I would have done. I'd have flown home and done that. For 800,000.
So then that makes me think like, so everyone can be bought.
But the reason I didn't do the zombie one wasn't because I had like any kind of reservations about it being misleading. I knew that the spec they gave me, I could have made that organic. Still made it very clear it was an ad.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't have been kind of mis-selling or anything like that. The reason I didn't do it is purely because I thought, well, I don't really have time. What I'm doing right now is more important. Yeah. But yeah, 800,000 quid. That's a lot of money. Think how many cameras I could buy with that. There's a bunch of new gear I want. Think how many trips I could then go on. Yeah. And if you could do it without selling out your principles, I'm not against that. But if you're lying about stuff, this is the greatest game ever. No, it's probably not. The greatest game ever is like Street Fighter to me. So like,
Street Fighter 2 Turbo on the SNES.
That one. Oh, I don't know, Final Fantasy 7.
What's your limit? So have you ever done paid stuff?
Yeah.
How much did you charge or get paid?
I can't remember last one. There were a couple
you can
of thousand.
Remember.
No, on my channel.
You can remember.
No, but I'm thinking of so Ben's channel. So we manage Ben's channel, the police interceptor guy, and I think we're charging between sort of 1,500 and 2,000 for a 60-second ad. 60-second ad. Yeah.
That was mind blowing to me though, because like I would, with respect to Ben, that channel compared in view count, for example, to mine, it's a percent, 10%, not even 10%, right?
Oh, so you thought the numbers would be a lot lower?
Yeah, so if somebody asked me, if I was willing to do an advertisement for somebody, for example, perfectly, I could keep my integrity intact and do it, I'd be probably thinking, I'll charge about $2,000 maybe.
Yeah.
But by that logic, I should be charging them 20 grand.
30
grand is more kind of in
weirdly now, I would say I'd be closer to that figure than I would be putting socks over my cock for 600 quid now.
You'd want to be closer to 20 grand?
Not 20 grand. I'd say like what you were saying, like 1,500, 2 grand. That would be the sort of ballpark. Yeah. So if someone came to me now and said, I would want you to do an ad mid-roll in your video of, that's kind of what I'd be looking at.
Yeah, I mean, like, so that's probably most with like that I've
But
tried.
I don't know why that figure, that's almost like,
same,
that feels about right somehow. Do you know what I mean? There's no like...
Feels like you're not ripping someone off at the same time as you've been paid.
I got paid, I think, I got my first brand deal before I had 1,000 subscribers by Licked, which is like a commercial music.
Oh, I thought you were going to say that's how you got the brand deal.
Oh, no.
I wonder where you're going to Licked.
What?
No, going down the rabbit hole.
But I think I got paid 1,000 quid for that.
Yeah.
Which were...
Before you had 1,000 subs?
Before I had 1,000 subs, and it were
Holy
amazing.
man.
Like, because
They've gone bust since.
yeah,
I think that's out, isn't it?
they're still going. No, they're still going.
Sure, I was looking from the other day.
They've just had another round of investment, but because I mean that company were
They wasted
cool.
all the money on you.
Yeah, they definitely wasted the money
First
on
time
me.
round.
Yeah, they did waste. Again, like, not a massive audience.
Honestly, all 7 of the viewers have gone and signed up to live.
You know what funny thing is actually about that? For every sign up that I got $45. So I got £1,000 and then $45. So I bet I got paid $3 or $4 grand.
Strong deal.
Oh,
that man.
really?
Yeah, yeah. And I had the link so I could send it to anybody. Like send it to you guys, even though you're never going to use it. Just needed a sign up, which is. But the actual.
I remember when he sent it, we said that fucking Josh is sold out already. You only got 600 subs.
But that platform itself was completely different. Like you could use actual tracks that you hear on
It was actually
radio.
quite good, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was really good. And I was like, that's actually useful, you know, so we'll do that. But then back to Ben's channel. Ben's channel costs a fortune to make. Like it's not made a penny in the year that we've been doing it. Yeah. So that it got to a point where we're like, we need to get some money back. So we got reached out to by a bunch of sponsors, and I was like random shit. And then it were a VPN company. Surfshark VPN reached out.
They seem to do loads, so don't we?
Fucking everywhere, those guys.
They've got a big budget, but they give you full creative freedom.
Yeah.
So they're like, we'll pay you like whatever it was, $1,500, $2,000 per video. Like, do you want to do it? And I thought, yeah, like you can fit that in. You know, it's an app that anybody can use. Really, a bit of online security.
Do you know one creator that started doing ads and it felt a bit dirty, and it was True Geordie. That was the one where, because I'd seen his come up really before he became like the podcaster that he is now. In the early days, it was just literally like this, you know, it was just like mates chatting. That was the kind of vibe. But then he moved to London, and then it was like he was promoting. It might have been Ladbrokes at the time, but then he got onto a vape.
Right.
There was a vape company that paid him, and he started to, when they were talking, they'd like vape, and it was like as if they put like a cloudy sort of like filter over the top of the videos to make it look all smoky and stuff. And it just
promised.
But it kind of, but it felt like this feels forced and false. Or like when he got like a clothing deal, it was like everybody was wearing those clothes in the videos and stuff, and it felt like too much. It was like it didn't sit right with me. But equally, who am I to say what another man can and can't earn? Like, you know what I mean? That's the thing that keeps him going. It's his job. It's
That's the wildest thing about you as a creator compared to anybody else. The fact that you don't do paid gigs, you don't do sponsorships, you don't do any of that. You just make your videos every week. You accept what you get from Google AdSense or whatever.
But you do good though on Google, though, don't you?
Yeah, I have
AdSense.
the luxury of
That's what I mean. I think a lot more people would be like that given the choice. So did you not do any ads to that point?
No, I had done, and I always say this, I'd done a few, like a handful. You count them on maybe one hand, and it was I never did things that to me felt like I was compromising some honesty or whatever. I remember you used to always get beard brands, obviously, that would probably say, oh yeah, we want you to do this, but say it's the best beard oil ever. Say no, lad, it's not the best beard oil ever. A beard oil is a beard oil. If you're paying for a decent one, 12 quid maybe for a bottle. If you're paying more than that, you're paying too much. If you're paying less than that, it's probably a shit oil. But I'm not going to say your brand's the best unless I believe it is. And I'll get sent them all the time. I must have about 50 different beard oils at home. Yeah. So for me, it was always like, I'll do it because I needed to do it. I wanted better gear, all my camera equipment. I mean, even for a channel like mine, forget really well produced ones like Josh and yours, it cost 30 grand for that kit, And that's what I always wanted, to make the videos better. So you got to bear in mind, if you're watching your favorite creator, they might need to do that for the sake of producing content. But for me, the problem is selling out your integrity and saying things that are to be false in exchange for an amount of cash. And I don't think I wouldn't do that for any money. I don't need the money that bad, I mean, there are things that are more important, I think, than money.